How many of you guys actually go to Starbucks and see those delicious K-pop? Something about the way how it looks makes you just want to bite into it. That's where I get the ideas to make it into earrings. Stay by the end of the video to learn a chance to win this earring. Let's begin, my crafty babies. Yep, the main materials that we're going to be using is polymer clays. We're going to make the stick first, and that is very easy. Cut 2 sticks of them and bake it in the oven at 275 degrees for 10 minutes. After the baking, the stick is nice and hard. Now we're making the center of the cake. Pick a color that kind of represents either chocolate or vanilla. Now we're making the outside layer frosting. Roll out the polymer clay color of your choice. Mine just happens to be light pink. Make sure the frosting is big enough to cover the whole entire sphere. In the other word, the center cake. Now all you gotta do is pinch the sides together. It kind of reminds me of how to make dumpling. Gently squeeze the sides together. Try not to create any air bubble. So a good way to remove excess clays is by using scissors. I like to use scissors because it gives me a good control of how much amount of clay that I can remove. Be sure to smooth out the edges. Now we're gonna cut away a small chunk so it looks like we bite into it. And of course, if you don't like your cake pop to be eaten, you can totally skip this step. And for the rest of you guys, just take a needle tool and start texturing the cake area. I just marked the edges to create a little bite marks. I want to decorate the cake with a little tiny polka dot. Of course, if you prefer just to put a little bit of sprinkle on top of it, you can do that also. Here I'm using the top of a pen as a cookie cutter. This will help create perfect even side polka dots. This is a perfect example that you can use everyday items as tools. Just another way to save money and still have fun making your creation. Of course, the following next few steps is very simple. All you gotta do is gently dab those little polka dots on. Now it's starting to see a lot more like those cute little K-pop. Now find the location where you want to push in the stick. Next step, you will need to insert an eye pin. This time I'm gonna make it a little different. Instead of vertically just push in the eye pin, we're gonna make an L shape. Make sure you don't want the tails to be too long because we don't want it to stick out from the side of the cake. Vertical eye pin always had the problem that it would come out easily. With the little L shape, it'd be more secure. Check the stick if it's loose. If it is, you need to apply a binding agent. What I'm using is Bake Bond. This product works really well. Once it's baked, it's pretty much like it belongs there. The next step is bake it in the oven for 275 degrees for 20 minutes. The next few steps is optional. What I'm using is a glaze. I'm carefully glazing the exterior of the pop without touching the inside of the cake. I want to give it a little bit of a sugar effect, so I dip it into sand. Here's an example that went with or without the sand. This step is optional, just do it however you feel like it. Lastly, all you gotta do is just add it to an ear wire. Oh, and remember to dust off the sand a little bit once the clay is dry. I think these are just so yummy. And of course, you can design it in so many ways. You can add sprinkles or glass bead to make it more decorative. So here's a challenging question. Cake or pie? Like this video, you instantly enter a chance to win this earring. Winner will be announced in next week's video, so be sure to come back. Thank you all for participating in last week's video. I will see you guys next week. May you be happy.